capitalism is not about trading. Find out more here on New Socialist Diary, bringing it to you once again, as I always do, freedom and liberty style, from the left-wing arena of all that goodness. But you might ask yourself, wait a minute, how does capitalism not be about trading? It's pretty much synonymous with it, right? I mean, people on the economic right particularly, they want to keep conflating the idea that trade equals capitalism, or it means capitalism, though they may not exclusively say it or be explicit about it. They sure do use a lot of those sort of implied connections to sort of suggest that, well, if you want to do trade, you got to be a capitalist, and that's the only thing that seems to ever work, right? But there's a huge problem with that. Capitalism is actually a mode of ownership and control over a business. Now, the business can facilitate the trade, absolutely, okay? But there are different types of businesses. They're not only capitalist businesses. There are socialized businesses, or even just pure bartering, or even mercantilism, or whatever other sort of enterprise you want to have, depending on how it's structured. So it's not just that private ownership and control the means of production is the only way to trade, because it's not exclusive to it. And it's really important for people like myself to point that out, because whenever people largely on the economic right want to try to sort of suggest that the only way to trade is to be a capitalist or some shit like that, they really want to sort of make that assumption built in as a pre-concept or a precept, like it just has to be the way it is. But the fact of the matter is, you can have socialist enterprises or worker-owned and controlled enterprises, so it's not the only way to go to facilitate trade. Because technically, if you want to truly trade something and be your own person, I mean, go into the woods, whittle yourself a chair, and then somebody else goes in the woods and finds some chicken eggs, and then next thing you know, you two happen to meet up in the middle of nowhere. Hey, that's a nice chair. I have some chicken eggs. You want to trade? Okay, that's bartering. That's simple bartering. That's not capitalism. That's bartering. But the thing is, I just wanted to point this out because a lot of people on the economic right will try to use that as a way to sort of just suggest, if you want to trade, you gotta be a capitalist, and hey, this is our own system that seems to work. But when in fact many worker-owned cooperatives work just fine, and you know, we gotta raise awareness as lefties or anyone else who wants to help raise awareness of these ideas of workplace or democratized workplaces and such. And it's really important that people know about them. In the end, if people by and large know about like cooperatives or worker representatives on boards of directors for larger companies, and if in the end they're still against it or they don't want to do it, fine, fair enough. That's the will of the people. But again, I just want to make this video pointing out this sort of or questioning, or at least raising a challenge to this notion that capitalism is about trading, when in fact it's not. Capitalism is again it's just a mode of ownership, mode of control, and trading is not exclusive to capitalist enterprise. So if you agree or disagree, let me know down below in the comments section. Love to hear from you. Good comments, bad comments, ugly comments. The ugly ones, ugly comments, those are most fun. But anyway, with that being said, I'll see you around next time.